Hey there, in this example, I'm going to be talking to you about post upserts. So basically what we have here is a donation uh, and an opportunity record gets created. But after this opportunity record has been created, NPSP comes along and it creates a payment record. So we have to wait for the mapping phase to complete so that NPSP can then create this payment record. And only then would we be able to update that payment record. So that's what the post upsert is for. It's to say, right, move data is finished doing its core work, it's done setting the opportunity, something else has happened, and we then need to evaluate and perform action on that other record once the opportunity, or once that record has finished setting. So that's when we're using post upserts, and it's typically when we're working with other applications such as NPSP, payments to us, charge, and these kinds of systems, which will create their own records that are linked to these opportunities, and we want to update them, create them, update them after the fact. So what we can do is we can go to setup, and in this case, let's set payment method to credit card, for instance. So open up setup, we go to flows, and you'll see that there's a donation post upsert which exists. So this is the one we're going to be creating an extension for. And we'll go new flow, and we will choose auto launch flow, and we are going to add a resource in variable record, and it's going to be the opportunity because we're going to need to look up our payment using the opportunity ID. And now we're going to perform a get. So get record, so get payment record opportunity, the record is going to be payment. And the conditions are such that the opportunity on the payment record, so this one, is going to equal the opportunity record's ID. So this is saying this particular field is going to be the same as the ID of this particular opportunity. So we can hit done. This is now getting our payment record, and now we can perform our assignment. So I think we said we were going to set payment method to credit card. So set payment method, I'll just call it that, where the payment that we just got, so it's payment method equals credit card. Right, so we've got our payment record. We're going to set the payment method field to credit card. And now, because this is not an object that Move Data ordinarily operates against, so it's not an account, a contact, a campaign, recurring donation, or an opportunity, we also need to update this record. So go into update record, and we'll say update payment record. If this record didn't already exist and you were using post upsert to create a new record, you'd want to use create instead of update in this example. So we can just leave this as it is, and the record is payment from get payment record. So I will save this, and I will use the naming convention that we have here. So move data extension. And I will copy this. And now what I'll do is I will go into custom metadata, and I'll go into the move data pipeline, manage records, and I will find donation post. And I will clone this one. I'll paste in our flow name. I'll change this from 001 to ext, and I'll change the sort order to 6. All this stuff is covered in some of the earlier videos. And I'll click save. So now the pipeline is going to reference our extension flow. And with any of these post-upsert flows, you don't need to add anything into the field set. If you like, there is a flow on logging. So if you get errors of this, you might want to log the payment record that you got, and you might want to log the update. You could also perform some decisions to check if you did get a payment record, and if so, set it. If not, go through to the side. So there's more that you can add to this to make it a bit more robust. But at its core, this is grabbing your payment record, setting payment method as credit card, and updating it. So what I'll do now is I will go and reprocess our notification. So that's come through. So I will refresh our records. Now our opportunity should be all the same. I haven't done anything there, but our payment record, you can see the payment method has been set to credit card. So what it's done, it's run this flow once the donation was created, the opportunity was created rather, and then it said, right, I want to go and get this payment record based on the opportunity ID. I want to set the payment method to credit card on that payment record, and I want to update the payment record to save that new information against it. So hopefully that was helpful. This is how you can use post-upsert to add data to particular records once the core Move Data engine has finished running.